Well, the Harris campaign now saying she won't support the expansion of fossil fuel drilling in the U.S. at a time when energy independence is more crucial than ever. Let's bring in American Petroleum Institute CEO Mike Sommers to discuss and try to make sense of this, because I can't for the life of me. First she's for drilling, then she's against it. First she's against fracking, then she's in favor of it. Do you see any coherent energy policy coming from Kamala Harris?
Well, I do think we all need to think about who exactly is calling the shots here, because right now we have a climate advisor to Vice President Harris who's saying that while Vice President Harris supports fracking, she won't support fracking into the future, so expansions of fracking. Well, the real question then becomes, well, where exactly are we supposed to produce? Because if you can't produce it here in the United States, they're going to be producing it someplace else in the world, because we know that demand for oil and natural gas is only going up. It's not going down. So I think the vice president and her campaign have a lot to answer for here.
Well, Mike, how do you, I mean, you deal with drillers, you deal with people in the energy business all the time. You speak to them. How can they make plans for the future? It's all about the future when it comes to energy markets. But when you have no coherence on the part of at least one of the candidates in terms of energy, how can you make plans for the future?
Well, that's the real concern. And I do think Vice President Harris is going to have to answer a lot of questions here. And there are a number of things that we have to address before people start voting. For example, where's Vice President Harris going to come down on the EPA rule that would essentially ban the internal combustion engine for the American people? Where will she come down on increased production on federal lands and in federal waters? We now have a federal judge who has ruled that we'll have to stop production in the Gulf of Mexico by December if that rule isn't reversed. Where is she going to come down on the extension of the LNG pause in the Gulf of Mexico? We need those markets if we're going to be able to continue to grow production here in the United States.
Very quickly.
These three questions are very important.
Mike, very quickly, former President Trump says that he can cut the price of oil in half if he becomes president again. Can he do it?
Well, I think for our industry, it's going to require a lot of investment. And what we need is stable policies and a stable regulatory environment so that we can continue to invest here in the United States, not just on federal lands and federal waters, but on private lands as well, which is where most of the production is. So we need a stable regulatory environment. We need an administration that actually supports development of American oil and gas, and we need international markets. American drillers and American oil and gas producers are up to the challenge if we can get those things right.
Well, stability is one thing we haven't seen a lot of very recently, but probably because it's an election campaign, but hopefully things will sort themselves out after the election. Mike Sommers, great to see you. Thank you very much.